Okay, be
Lena.
quiet while we tape this for Elena. Go
We
ahead.
did the synthetic problem, and
That was chapter 10
yeah,
on the handout with the trees. Go ahead.
and we went through with the test that Bailey put up on the board right
Yeah,
there.
show her that one.
And then we used that.
Tell her how we got these
Yeah.
numbers.
So we did this.
All right. So how do we get these numbers?
Then we had to put them into our calculator in stat edit,
Right.
and we got the mean and the standard deviation, which we put right here.
Right. And we did the RIN to make sure we could
Yeah,
do it.
we did
and
the
it
RIN.
passed with flying colors.
Yeah, N is really stupid. Don't pay attention to N. And then
We made a
we made the
hypothesis.
hypothesis things.
Yeah.
And then when we found the answer, after putting it all in, got 0.989, went to chart B with a degree of freedom of 4, and we got that.
So the
Compared
result.
to alpha, so there's not on there. So we failed to reject it.
And so we do not have enough evidence to say there was a difference
Nope,
in
so
the
there's
decay rate.
no difference. So don't use polyester in landfills.
Okay, just keep it on and I'll teach from here. There's not much room over there, but see if you can make room for it. All right,
Get dizzy.
That's all good.
this is our ending activity for chapter 10. The main thing for chapter 10 was this, and this. That's why you come in every day and I have you fill it in. So, oops. So, Elena, you will get one when you come back in.
Yay!
And so, we're going to start that. What's today? Thursday? It will
Wednesday.
be due on Wednesday.
Today's
Oh, the
Wednesday.
Let's say the week from today. Is that good?
Yeah.
1 week? Because that gives you a weekend and weekdays and stuff.
Either.
It shouldn't take long once you sit down to do it, but you know how it is with your plate, things on your plate right now. So that's why I give you a week. So on the top, write down due Wednesday. Anyone know that date? What's today? Is the
Today is the 13th.
13th.
So then that would be the 20th?
13 plus 7, whatever.
That's 20.
Right, 20. My daughter's due date is today, so one of these days I'm going to slip away for a few days.
That is okay.
So I will give you AP tests
Are you going
to
to Nashville?
practice. So I'll give you AP. I don't. She's probably going to be at least a week late, but who knows? You know how babies go. She's very rude not to tell me when she's going to have this baby.
True.
Yeah.
How rude.
How rude.
Is it going to be a girl or a boy?
It's a boy, Dakota. Dakota. My little hippie family. All right.
Thank you.
We're still on chapter 11, but very near the end. Let's see if we can close it up. And I'd like to teach this whole book before I leave for the baby, but we'll see. It'll only be one chapter short before the baby, I'm sure of that, because we basically are done 11 today. So, could you turn to this paper and let's do a recap of all this chi-squared stuff. So I'm going to get rid of chapter 10. This is what you'll need for that worksheet. So hopefully it makes sense to you which equation you'll use. All right, can they see the board? Can Elena see the board? Is it on?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it is on.
All right, check the time. Give me like 12 minutes and then we'll
Okay.
shut it down. All right. All right, so I want to in the part where it says recap, we have to differentiate. I made a mistake, I think, yesterday, thanks to Bailey. So we're gonna have to correct that, and I'm not sure.
Is that on the video?
Yes, it's out there forever.
What did I do?
All right, I made the mistake, I said. All right.
Thanks to Bailey.
All right. First thing we learned was the chi-square goodness of fit test. So this is recapping. If
Wasn't
you would-
Caleb supposed to figure that out? How to do that?
Yeah, I know. Did you watch the video when you were absent, Caleb?
I checked the day that I was sick for a video and there wasn't one yet, and
Okay,
I
well,
forgot I didn't check
if you
yesterday.
would look for it, because we need some technical support one of the chi-squared, the goodness of fit tests is not in half their calculators, and they said all you have to do is update your calculator. So
We
we
need
need
your
to know
help
how
to
to do
update the
that.
Well,
calculator.
whatever is the wire to do the thing.
But no one has the wire to do the
Well,
thing.
then what do you need me for?
Find us a wire.
Did you okay, literally just
Yours is
Google
gonna need-
how to update calculator.
But-
You're
That's
gonna
because-
need to,
For Caleb.
Caleb, you're gonna need to update yours too, because you don't have it either.
Okay.
Alright, so. If
So
you
while
do
you're doing
it,
yours, you might as well
if you
do
do
that.
it
I will do
successfully,
everyone.
now,
Oh.
is, do you know where the wire is for yours, Caleb?
Did it come with a wire?
Yeah, it should come in a
This
box.
was my brother's before it was mine. It
Oh,
was
that's
his
not a
father's
good
before
sign.
it was his.
It's
and
not a
his
good
father's
sign. Does anyone have their original packaging?
I think mine came with a wire.
I think mine has a wire, but both of ours already have that.
But it might fit.
Wait, what's the wire?
It might fit, it might fit.
Oh, well, I might have mine downstairs if you want me to get
Not
it,
right now.
and then he can figure it out
But would
during
you
class.
please bring the wire next time? You actually bring your wire
Yes.
every day to school?
Yeah, it's in my backpack.
That's awesome. That girl doesn't leave anything at home,
Wait,
does she?
are you joking? I can't, you're joking.
I'm serious.
Where is it?
It's downstairs.
Can get it? Can
Not right now.
But,
No.
We can't do the most important said part not of right chapter
But we're not gonna
11.
do it, we're gonna
I
talk
will do
about
it during
it.
study hall.
Yay.
Well, then she can get it during study.
And I also will have to see if it fits first.
Alright,
Hmm.
I don't
So,
think it's gonna fit.
I don't
listen,
think you're
clear,
gonna
at least listen so I can
Yeah,
recap.
don't you?
The first thing, some of your calculators didn't do it, but I taught you how to do it without the calculator, and it's not bad. That's the M&M one. It was a goodness of fit test, and that's where we had one category only, like color. One category, such as color. Color for M&Ms. Colors for M&Ms. Do you remember that day? And these hypotheses look like what? Do you recall? Like, how did we set up hypotheses? A hypothesis when we were doing the M&Ms. You recall, Allie? Like we said, a certain percentage was a certain color, and
Yeah.
so how did we do a hypothesis for that
We
one?
had like red equals
Right,
blah blah blah.
right. All right, so I'll make it up.
Wednesday, right?
Here's an example. We'll say the the proportion of red is 0.35, and the proportion of blue is 0.4. I'm making this up. Proportion of yellow is, what adds up to 100? We're up to 0.25. All right, does that add up to 100? Yes. So this is a made-up hypothesis, but that's what it looked like for the chi-squared goodness of fit test. So they're saying,
Goodness
does
fit.
this data fit the test? Is it a good fit?
Does it fit?
Does it fit?
Goodness
Is it a
of
good fit? What's the the alternative, Caleb, look like when we were in that test?
Anything is wrong.
All right, at least one is wrong.
The thing is due when?
A week
Wednesday.
from today. So that we were doing those correctly, and so we would conduct our tests with the chi-squared statistic and compare it to, from chart B, we compare it to our alpha, and it was nothing wrong with that. Where I made a mistake was in the next test. And there's not a big one, it's just in semantics, but I do want to make it clear. So then we went to a two-way table, remember that? And the first one we did was the wine and the music. So when we went to the two-way table, you'll notice that we no longer had one category, such as color. We had several categories at once for several populations. So we had several categories, such as French, Italian, and other. Several categories
This thing is
and several populations. Remember the populations in that one? Like one day I went in, there was no music, imagine that. And then one time I went in and there was Italian music. And then one time I went in, there was French music. So those are several different populations when we had this test. I have not named this test for you yet, so let me give it a name. This is goodness of fit. So
Why do I
this
think that's so
name
funny?
is chi-squared test for homogeneity. They don't make it easy, do they?
Homogeneity.
I think that it was just in this page.
Chi-squared test for homogeneity. I had to look up how to say it. Homogeneity. Homo meaning the same.
This
So.
all goes with the recap.
Instead of saying the same, we just
This is all recap.
Come on.
So let me show you what there's only one conclusion in this test, and that's where I think I wrote it right and Bailey talked me out of it. So that's where I let her lead us astray. So let me show you what I mean. The null hypothesis that we were going with was similar to the goodness of fit test, but we said one proportion equals another, equals another, equals another, up to how many proportions we had. So we said the distribution of Italian wine and French wine and other wine were all the same. So we said all the proportions were the same, or we could say, or there's another way we could do the null hypothesis in this test for homogeneity. And we could say there's no difference in the distribution, no difference in the distribution, in the distribution. How
I
we
didn't
do
talk
for
you
time,
out of
Allie?
it.
Pardon?
I didn't talk you out of this.
Well, we'll go
I
in a
asked what
minute.
it meant.
No difference in the distribution of the category data.
will not be led astray by you this time, baby. Say the words.
For several populations. Pop meaning populations. So that's one of the ways we could do the null. And of course the alternative is that there is a difference. At least two proportions are wrong. At least two proportions are wrong. That's those. Or bless you. We can say there is a difference in the distribution of at least two of the category data from several populations. So I don't feel like writing all that. Or blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, this is a recap. You've seen all this. The only thing is the kind of conclusions we can make on this. I think what happened, Bailey, see if really, if you remember right, you don't have to write this down. See if we can remember back to when we were concluding that. Have we done enough on part one of this video, do you think?
We have like 2 minutes.
All right, go ahead and shut it down so I won't worry about it.
Bye.